Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you guys enjoy the channel. I hope you enjoy my creations, my designs, and you become part of this family with us by hitting that subscription button, which is free. Everything is free on the channel. And being part of the channel and giving those thumbs up or commenting, it helps the channel tremendously to circulate worldwide and have other people recognize it so we can keep growing. I can't thank you enough, and especially to my followers right from the beginning when I knew nothing of codes of crochet, which I'm still learning and still, trying to do my best on it. Thank you so much for being there and supporting me. You guys are just a blessing. And newcomers, you are a blessing too, because you're becoming part of the channel. So thank you so much to every single one of you. These are Portugal threads. These are 4-ply, similar to Aunt Lydia number 3 cotton. These are 100% cotton thread. We go by number of colors and not name. I'll give you an example. Like this gray is number 12. Okay, this doesn't have a number because it's just white. It says white on it. If you use Aunt Lydia number 3, obviously your patterns will become bigger because the thread is a little bit thicker than mine. And by using number 10, everything is smaller. So you have small doilies. A lot of times when I create big centerpieces, they become also, using by thicker thread, of course, you can make tablecloths for a small table over the top, or smaller rugs to put underneath a coffee table in an area where there's not too much trafficking going through. So I use 2.75 hook most of the time, sometimes 3, sometimes 3.5. Okay, depending upon what I'm creating, if I want the pieces to go bigger, a small one to tuck in loose ends, and of course a pair of scissors. Please share the video. Sharing is caring, and it helps us tremendously. Thank you so much, everyone. I also want to mention that a lot of you keep asking me about my threads that I know of. They sell only here, this brand in Portugal. They're $12 each ball. Each ball has 100 grams, which is 300 to 325 yards. Shipping included with the $12 minimum, or minimum of order 6 balls, because it is very expensive to ship out. So that's included already with the price of the shipping. In case you're interested, remember what I said. It goes by number. Most of the time, I will show you the color and tell you the number. Okay. I also want to mention that I do have a Facebook private group. If you're interested to join, you're more than welcome. Also, a Facebook crochet page. You can follow me, Instagram, and TikTok. All of these things will be below in the description box. All the links, so you can join me there. It's my pleasure to receive you there. I hope I'm not forgetting anything, because sometimes I tend to forget, and I'm not feeling well these days either. If the video is too fast for you, please go into the description box. There's a link how to slow down the video. I know sometimes I can get overwhelmed in my bubble and crochet too fast, and I apologize for it. But you can slow down the video and turn your closed caption on. That's your CC, should be up top on the right-hand corner. Turn that on, and you can put the language of your country. It automatically translates. You can pause, take notes of everything that I'm calling out the stitch down here. Makes everything easier for you guys. Okay, I don't write patterns. Everybody keeps writing me in if I have written patterns. I don't write patterns, unfortunately, as I don't read them either. Okay? Okay, everyone. So I had done a tutorial and had uploaded yesterday on call it the holidays doily, because you can pretty much do it into the Christmas themes or whatever holidays you're in, with the gray, black, silver bling bling on it. This is the small round doily. It could be placemat also. So this is a set. It's an order that I have. It's a set. I've just finished creating the oval medium one, okay, which is this one. It's absolutely stunning. I'm glad and happy with it. Had to break my head a little bit because of the stitching. Had to do a little adjustment, but not the end of the world since I don't write patterns. I don't calculate these things. I do them as I go. So I tried my best with it. And usually if we have to make a few adjustments, then no biggie, we do it. So very simple, but yet so beautiful. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I'm not going to do this size. I have created this one, this oval one. Let me think here for a second. So I have 51 chain stitch on this one. 51 chain stitch, okay? But I am going to make a bigger one. This is for a bedroom, by the way. The person has a lot of blacks and grays and bling bling in the bedroom. Very light colors of grays, and it's got the motif with black and bling on either their bedspread or curtains, things like that. So I'm going to make it for the dresser, which will be double the size for sure, because it needs 1 meter, 2 sets of 1 meter. So I'll be doing the tutorial on one. Okay. So I will be using a 4-ply. These are 100% cotton thread. They're Portugal threads. 2.75 hooks, a small one to tuck in loose end, and a pair of scissors. And I do have my bling bling black, which is absolutely gorgeous. I know I get asked a lot about these threads. They're $12 a ball. They're 100 grams. 300 to 325 yards, and that's including with shipping. And you would need to order at least minimum of 6 balls because shipping won't cover it. So it's literally impossible since I'm in Europe. Okay, just to let you know. And by the way, these are 50 grams, and they're exactly the same price as the big ones, just because this is a nylon, just because they have the bling, and this is a much thinner thread. Even though it's thinner, I use the same size of hook just to get that length going the same way. Okay, let's get started, everyone. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, and share. Sharing is caring, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and thank you so much for your donations and your tips. Thank you. So I'm going to start off with a slip stitch. Now, slip stitch never counts for anything. If your tension's too tight, use a hook or two bigger than your normal size. If your tension's too loose, then use a hook or two smaller than your normal size. Okay, so I'm going to do chain stitch. I'm not sure yet how many I'm going to do, but it's probably like 102, 105. You could always look ahead of the video, and that's what you really should do, is always look ahead of the video before you create anything, because sometimes mistakes are done, or I change my mind quite a lot, actually, especially through collars and things like that. In this case, it won't be through collars. This is exactly what I have to do since it's in order. But also turn your closed caption on. You can pause, take notes, because everything will be written down here. It makes everything much easier for everyone. Okay, so you could always advance ahead, and I'll tell you how many chain stitch I have totally. Okay, everyone, so I've done 108 chain stitch. I'm going to come back on my 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 on my 5th one with double crochet. We're going to do double crochet 1 per stitch. Now it's best that you grab both loops here, as you can see, right in the center, because if you grab only that top loop, especially for beginners, your pattern will curve like a U shape. We don't want that. We want a nice straight line. So you want to grab both loops. That means you're leaving only this bottom loop behind. So you're going to come right through it. And that's going to help you tremendously on your having a nice straight border on there. Okay, so 1 double crochet per stitch all the way to the end. Okay, everyone, so I have one left to do. I have 100 double crochets. On my very last one, I'm going to do 6 double crochets in the same stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we're going to work the other side now. I'm coming not in the ones that we have all in the same. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I'm coming on the very first one on the other side right after that. So we have to have also 100 double crochet on this side. So that's not counting the 6 at the edges. Okay, so you do 1 per stitch. And I'm just grabbing the back stitch back here from the chain that we did. Trying to hide this little thread as I go. Make everything safe. So I'm going to do this all the way to the end, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I made a mistake saying 100. It's 104 double crochets, but I'll make sure that I put it in little letters when I add it when we're doing this one. 104 double crochet. So now I'm on my last one, and now I need to do 6 more double crochets, exactly how we have it on the other side. So 104 on this side, 104 on that side. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is all on the last double crochet, and it gets tight, but that's the way it has to be done. So I'm going to come on my last chain here from where we started with the double crochets and going back and close in with slip stitch. I have to look into my pattern because I tend to forget what I've done. Okay, so now we are going to do, I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, chain for double crochet. Make sure that you don't miss the next double crochet because it's right after. So we're going to do again 1 double crochet per stitch all the way around, and getting to the corners we'll have the increases. So I'll meet you at the other corner and tell you how we're going to increase in the corners. Okay, so basically what we're doing here is 104 double crochets again. Okay, on this side, and then 104 on this side. Okay, everyone, so I've done 104 double crochet. We're hitting the edge here, the corner where we have those 6 double crochets that we did on the same stitch. We're going to have an increase 2 together on each double crochet. That means we're going to have an increase 6 times. So I already have my first increase. Coming into the second double crochet on the corner, 2 double crochet on the same stitch. Again, on the next one, 2 double crochet on the same stitch. On the next one. So we're doing this increase 6 times. And it's going to give you a total of 12 double crochet here at the edges. Okay, so we started our first increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have 12 double crochets here. And now we're going to complete 104 double crochets. We're going to do exactly the same thing on this, what we've done here on the other edge. So I'll meet you at the end. You have to do your increase on those 6 double crochets here. 2 on each one. It's going to give you the same total of 12. So remember, each time we work one side or one edge, we'll do exactly the same thing on the other side. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've done my increase on this side, also the 12 double crochets. I'm going to come back in on the stitch that I've closed with a slip stitch with a single and 1 chain, or maybe 2 chains. Sometimes I do 1, sometimes I do 2, depending. Next stitch, double crochet, next stitch, double crochet, and next stitch, double crochet. So we're going to build groups of 4 double crochet. 2 chain space. I'm going to skip 1, 2, and come into my third. And do again 4 double crochets, 1 per stitch. 1, 2, chain, skip 1, 2, come into my third, and create again 4 double crochets, 1 per stitch. Now, I don't know, we might have to make an adjustment at the end, but I'll see when we get there. Okay? Okay, everyone. So far I have 16 groups of 4. On my 16th, instead of doing the 1 per stitch, on my last one here, after doing 3, I'm adding another one on the same stitch. Okay, I need to do that increase in order to fit the right amount. Okay, so this is my 16th group. I'm putting 2 together. 1, 2, 3. See if this works out. 2, 3, and 4. 2 chain, skip 1, 2, and on my third one, 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to add another one on the same one here. This is the adjustment that I need to make, and I will also have to make the adjustment on the other side. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 groups of 4. Chain 2. I'm going to skip the first double crochet, come in the second, and add 2 double crochet on the same stitch. Chain 2 again. Skip 1 into the second one, add 2 double crochet, 2 chain, skip 1 into the next one. So we have to do this 6 times. This is in the same stitch. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, skip 1 into the next one. This is my 4th. 2 chain, skip 1 into the next one. My 5th. 2 chain, skip 1, and into my last one. And my 6th. That's where we have the 6, the increases. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 2 double crochet. Chain 2. I'm going to skip only one like I did here and come in and do my double crochet. And again, we will do the increase or the adjustment at the end of this row so it can balance out the same thing as this row here. Chain 2, 1, 2 on my third one. So I'll meet you at the end so we can balance out together. We have to have the 18 groups. So what you do is, remember we did on the 16th we added 2 together. Okay, and then not the 16th, was it the 16th? Yes, the 16th we added 2 together, and then the 18th we added 2 together. So we'll do exactly the same thing on this side in order to have the 18 groups. Okay, so I'll meet you at the 16th group. Okay, everyone, so on my 16th on this side, I've done 2 on the same stitch, skipped the 3, done the 4. Here on the last one, I skipped only 1 and did my increase on the 18th. Okay, I don't know, I must have missed probably a stitch somewhere, it doesn't matter. And continuing to do 2 chains, so skip 1 into the next one. We're at the edge, the corner, to do those increases 2 together. So we're doing the increase on the second double crochet. 2, skip 1, 2 chain I should say, and 2 double crochet on the same stitch. Chain 2, skip 1, into the next one. So no different than what we did at the other edge. The only difference was 1 chain space here. Okay, so I pretty much finished up. I have my 6 groups of 2 double crochet. Now, I'm going to do 5 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 for double crochet, 2 for space. I'm coming on top of this last double crochet from the 4 and doing 1 double crochet. Inside of the space, 2 double crochet and 1 on top of the double crochet again. So we'll complete this when we come around to it. So we're going to have a row with 4 double crochet and we'll have a row with a little block. Next row we'll have 4 double crochet here. Next row we'll have a block. 2 chain. Coming on the last double crochet, 2 inside of the 2 chain space. So we're building these 4 double crochet groups again. 2 chain into the last double crochet, in the center, 2 double crochet, and on the last one. We're going to do this until the edge here. When we get to the edge, so we're going to do it until here, and then we'll do the 2 chain and we'll have only 1 double crochet. Okay, exactly how we have here. All 4 corners will be 1 double crochet on the last one here. Okay, or the first one on this side, I should say. The last one on this side, and of course here. But I'll meet you there at the edge. Okay. Okay, so I'm here on the last one. 2 chain, and on the last double crochet, 1 double crochet only. Now, a lot of you that follow me have seen me create a lot of this pattern, different styles, but still doesn't change that the base is the same. So on my first double crochet, 2 chain space, okay, so we'll always have 1 row of 4 and one double crochet. Next row we'll have 1 double crochet here, 2 inside, and 1 here. So we'll have a row of 4, next row of 1. First double crochet, 1 double crochet. On the second one, we're doing the increase 2 together. So that means our edges, our corners are going to increase. So this is what I mean. 1 row of 4, 1 double crochet, row of 4, 1 double crochet, and it continues on until the length that you desire. So we're doing the increase. So we have this row of 2, this one 3. Always adding on the last double crochet. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So I'm going to do mine. You have to repeat the same thing on the other side. 2 chain space always. Hope you guys are getting ready for Christmas already. They're starting to take out the City Hall, I guess the island lights, if I would say it correctly, to have the island start getting decorated. And let me tell you, it really does get decorated, this island, from one end to the other. So it is a lot of light and a lot of decor, and it's absolutely gorgeous, stunning. Hopefully I can go at some point downtown at night around the holidays and film a bit for you guys to see and show you what it looks like when around Christmas time. Okay, so increase on your last double crochet. We're going to continue to do. Don't forget that when you get here, you have to do only 1 double crochet and 1 chain, exactly how I showed you. A row of 4, a row of 1, a row of 4, a row of 1. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I finished my row, and now we're just going to repeat rows after row the same way. So I'm going to come back in. I'm going to do my single, my 2 chain. That's my first double crochet. Coming back in again and building those 4 double crochets. So 2 inside and 1 on top of the double crochet. Exactly how we did here. 2 chains. So we know that the next row, it will be 1 double crochet only on here, exactly how we have here. The increases still continue. I don't know how many rows I'm going to do yet, but you could always advance the video and see how many rows I have done. I don't know if I'm going to do 8 rows, or should I say until I have 8 double crochets here at the edges, or 10 like I have on that one. I will have to see the length, what I'm happy with. So all you have to do is just repeat the same thing, advance the video, and see how many rows I have done. Okay? Okay, everyone. So for me, it's pretty wide enough, but you can go bigger, wider if you like, not bigger, wider. So I have 12 double crochets. So that means if I'm going to count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 rows, starting from the very first one here. If not, then you're counting. So we started with a group of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 double crochets. Now this row, I'm going to close out at 12 double crochets. On this row here, it's going to be just double crochets all the way around. So I did a single 2 chain, 1 double crochet per stitch. Just want to check something on my other pattern. I'm going to do 2 double crochet inside of the 2 chain and 1 per stitch. Two inside of the 2 chain and 1 double crochet per stitch. So I'll meet you at the edge to make sure that we are on the right track. Okay, so I'll meet you at the edge here, just before the corner. Okay, everyone, so I'm arriving at the edge. So just before the 12 double crochets there, where we have the 2 chain, 2 inside, 1 per stitch. Where we have the increase, we're still going to continue the increase. So we should have 13 double crochets here on the motif. We're going to do the increase, 2 on the same stitch. So starting from the motif, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're going to do 1 double crochet inside of the 2 chain, only at the edge. Everywhere else on the sides is 2 double crochet, and continue to do 1 per stitch. So we're at the end here. We're doing the increase and 1 in the 2 stitch. Okay. So finishing the edge, now we're going back into 2 double crochet inside of the 2 chain space at the edges and 1 per stitch. We're going to repeat the same thing at the other end on the other edge. So as soon as you get to the 2 double crochet, the 2 chain here, then you do the 2 double crochet, continue 1 per stitch, doing our increase and 1 only at the edge, going around exactly how we did on this side. Okay. Okay, everyone, so I finished my row. I'm coming in with my black and silver. I'm going to do a slip stitch knot, and I'm still using, even though it's a nylon and it's a thinner thread, I'm going to use the same size of hook. Okay, so I'm just going to start here at the last double crochet from the motif in the corner, and we're going to build little blocks all the way around. So I've started with a single. I'm going to try to hide this thread as I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. So single, 2 chains, my double crochet, and 2 for space. So I'm going to skip 1, 2. I'm going to come into the third one. 1, 2 chain. If you feel that it's too tight, you can do a 3 chain. Skip 1, 2. I'm into my third one. Now, we're going to do this all the way around, except on the edge, we're going to skip less. 2 chain, skip 1, 2, into the third one. And I don't know if I need to make an adjustment at the end. Might have to make an adjustment. Like I told you from the beginning, I just pretty much go and then see if I need to adjust, and I will. 1, 2 on my third one. Okay, until now, if I find that it's pulling too much, then I will be doing a 3 chain. And because this thread is thinner, which probably yours is thicker, you can do a 2 chain. I might have to do a 3 because this is a way thinner thread. 1, 2, and 3. Skip 1, 2 into the third one. But if you're using Aunt Lydia number 3, do only 2 chain, not 3. Okay, this is very thin, so I can't have my pattern pulling. So I'll have to do 3 chain, 1, 2, and 3. And also depends on your tension too. That's a way for you to figure out also. Okay, I'll meet you at the other edge just before we enter the corner. Okay, everyone, so pretty much arrived here right on the first one from the motif. Now, I'm going to do a 2 chain. I'm going to skip only one and into the next one because this is the corner, so it takes more little squares. Okay, 2 chain, skip one into the next one. In your case, you might do only a 1 chain if you're using Aunt Lydia number 3 cotton. Okay, 1, 2 on my second double crochet, so skipping one into the next one, skip one into the next one until I finish the corner up to this side here. Okay, I'll meet you there. Okay, everyone, so pretty much landed on the last one also, and now we're going to return, or I'm going to return to my 3 chain and 1, 2 on my third one. And you probably going to do only 2 chain. Okay, 1, 2 on my third one, and this is how it's going to be all the way around, exactly the same way. And then when you get to the other edge, you're going to end up on the first one and just continue by skipping only one, probably 1 chain space between them. Okay, everyone, so I've reached the end. Now normally, since we are in the corner, we would have jumped 1. I need to have even numbers of squares. So I have 160 squares with this one. So I'm not only going to jump 1, but I'm going to go directly into the last one. So as long as you have even numbers, and that means by 4, let's say. So like we have 160 on here. So that means 164, 168. You know what I'm saying? By 4s, or 156, something like that. So I'm going to cut my thread, and I'm going to tuck in the loose ends and come in with the gray. Okay, everyone. So I'm coming in with the gray, and I'm coming in on the left side. So where I have my 3 chains, which is right on the mark here, I'm going to do a single 2 chain. I'm going to build a shell of 3 double crochets here. Now if we need to make an adjustment at the end, we will. Hopefully we don't have to, but if we do, it's not a big deal. So 3 double crochet, 2 chain space, and 3 more double crochet. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 chain. I'm going to skip a block coming into the next one with a single. 1, 2, 3 chain into the next one with a single, and 1, 2, 3 chain. Skip the next block and do your shell. This is how it's going to be all the way around, the same way. Always skipping 1 block at the beginning. I'll show you in a second. I'm just going to complete my shell here. It makes more sense when I show you. So, shell, skip a block, 3 chain, single, 3 chain into the next one, single, 3 chain, skip the block, and shell again. So 1, 2, 3, skip a block, single, 1, 2, 3, into the next one, single, and 1, 2, 3, skip the last block here, and do your shell. Okay, so we're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. Hopefully, we're going to end up perfect at the end. If not, we'll make an adjustment. Okay? Okay, everyone. So I'm going to have to make a little adjustment here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little squares left. Okay? So I'm going to do only 2 chain. I'm going to come in the next one. I'm not going to skip this one. And then 3 chain into the next. 1, 2, 3 chain. Just have to see here. into the next one and do my shell. So I'm not skipping any on this one here. Sometimes it's a little adjustment that we have to make. Could have done a 2 chain here since we're not skipping. It'll look better with a 2 chain and not 3, exactly how I did on the other side. Actually on here. So 2 chain. Coming into the next one, I'm not skipping any here. And doing my shell. Okay, now I can skip. So I had one arrangement only, which is fine. 3 chains, skipping 1. 1, 2, 3 into the next one. And 1, 2, 3 chain and going into my second chain. Okay, so I had to make an adjustment on one here, which is no biggie. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. I'm going to go back and check if I did everything correct, because sometimes it's a mistake we might have done here. And for that reason, sometimes we have to make an adjustment. So I'm just going to overlook mine again to make sure. And here it is. So it's best that you overlook yours also. You see, I made 3 singles here. So this is where I went wrong. And for that reason, it didn't end up properly at the end. So I'm just going to take it down and fix it. As you can see, I have 4 chains of 3. Now, normally a lot of people might have just added it and let it go. But just to show you that if we don't look over carefully, then this is where we go wrong on the mistake. And this should have been a shell here, okay? So I'm going to continue again. Hopefully we're on the right here again. Big mistake. So I jumped here also. Look at that. So I went here and did a single. So I've jumped here and I've jumped here. And that reason, that's why I couldn't arrive correctly at the end. So it's important that you check yours before anything if you're not arriving at the end correctly, because mistakes can be done exactly how I just done mine. Okay. Now, like I said, I would have added it and fixed it and, did it completely the right way again. But just to show you that I make mistakes also and took it down. And so go through yours and make sure that you're not over skipping, okay? Okay, so that was the biggest mistake. I arrived perfectly on there. Thank God I went back and checked. So you should always do that too in case you get to the end and you're not arriving on the right little squares, and you have done something wrong because the amount of squares is perfect. Okay? So this would be the last one. I've skipped one, done my chains and my singles, skipped the last one, and I'm right at the shell. So it's just perfect, okay? Now I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3 for double crochet and 1 chain into the next one. Double crochet, 1 chain into the next one. Double crochet, 1 chain. Inside of the 2 chain space, we're going to do 3 double crochet and 1 chain space between them. This is my 3rd inside of the 2 chains. So we're supposed to have 9 double crochets all together. 1 chain space between them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 chain. Coming in the center of that 3 chain that we did with a single, 1 chain, and proceed again to repeat exactly what we just finished doing with the 9 double crochets. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. So inside of the shell, 1 double crochet, 1 chain, 1 double crochet, 1 chain, 1 double crochet. So we have 3, 1 chain, and then 1 per stitch. One chain and into the center middle one with a single, and repeat everything again. Once I finish this row, I'm going to cut my thread, and I have 1 more row left, which is the peacocks with the black at the end. So 1 more row left, peacocks at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished doing all of my motifs here. The 9 double crochet, 1 chain, single in the center, 1 chain, and then the 9 double crochets again. So I'm on the last row with the peacocks, and you can pretty much start anywhere you'd like. So I'm just going to start here. It doesn't matter where I start. So I'm going to do a single, and I'm going to try to hide this thread as I'm going. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. Because this is the first one, I will have to come in here where we did the closing of that single and do my peacock with a single, going into the next stitch. Single, 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to come behind that single. I'm not doing on the single of the peacock, okay? I like it better this way. It's easier, it's faster, and it's pretty. So single on the next one. Okay, so the first one single, closed in with 3 chain peacock, and then behind it 1, 2, 3 chain, coming in behind that single and closing in with single. So we'll have 3 peacocks on this side and 3 on this side of 3 chain. On my 4th one here, I'm doing a 6 chain. So single, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And coming behind that single and closing in with single. Next space, single, 1, 2, and 3. Behind it. And again, the next one. So we're having 3 peacocks on this side also. Next one, 1, 2, and 3. This is my 3rd peacock. I'm coming from behind that single. Now the last one, we don't do the peacock. We just do the single. Now because my thread is thin and it's nylon, it's much thinner than my regular thread, you're using Aunt Lydia number 3, do only the triple. Okay, roll twice. I'm going to have to roll another time because it's thin and I need it to be stretched. So in the center here, we have that middle 3 chain that we did the single. I'm going to come right below it where the black double crochet is into the gray, and I'm going to stretch it. So I believe this is called a quadruple, but that's because my thread is too thin. I need that length to go up. I don't want my pattern to pull. And then I'm coming automatically in the first one again. Okay, but if you're only doing a triple if you're using Aunt Lydia number 3. And then I'm starting again my peacocks, 3 chain, coming behind and single. Next space, 1, 2, and 3, behind, and again. 1, 2, and 3 behind. So I have my 3 peacocks. On the 4th one, single, and doing 6 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Coming from behind, closing with single into the next one, and starting my peacocks again. So I will have the measurements below. I am going to create another pattern like this, but bigger because it's for the dresser. And so I'm still debating if I'm going to do the tutorial, since it's the same thing. The difference is it is longer, so that, of course, there's more stitch to it. Okay, so and then you do 1 chain. Okay, where we have that center round one here, we're going to follow that right below into, and I have to do it 3 times, I almost forgot. So I'm grabbing that gray, I'm stretching my thread. I have to, this is a thin nylon, and into the first one. 1, 2, 3, and then start over again. Okay, so pretty much it gives me enough strength, or length, I should say, not strength. Thank you, Jesus, for the strength anyway, right? And this is what it looks like. And then coming to the end here, you do the same thing. You'd come below into the middle one here on the gray and do your triple if you're using Aunt Lydia number 3. Okay, so thank you so much. I'll have it, the little video and the pictures at the end, so you can see pretty much the size. I will also link the doily that goes with it. And like I said, the smaller version of, or the oval smaller version, is done with 51 chain stitch. Okay, same concept, same thing, it's just shorter, and I will be creating one bigger than this one. Okay, so thank you. I send you much love, much hugs. Thank you so much for your loving support, your beautiful messages. God bless you. Stay safe, and lots of prayers for the world, for yourselves, and for me, for better days and brighter days. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video and share if you can. Sharing is caring. And of course, if you're not subscribed and you like the channel, please do subscribe. It costs nothing. It's free. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone.